Good afternoon. If this is on, oh, there we go. Good afternoon. We are first grade, and today we are going to be performing our verb jingle and a poem about a hedgehog.
Good afternoon. We are second grade, and we will be performing our Old Testament and Ancient Egypt history song, which covers all the events that we will be learning about through the whole year.
story from the Old Testament and ancient Egypt, beginning with the creation. God created the heavens and the earth. Day one, God created day and night. Day two, the firmament. Day three, the seas and the dry land. Day four, sun, moon, and stars. Day five, the creatures of the sky and sea. Day six, the animals and men. Day seven, God rested from all his work. Number one, creation was God's plan. Second, fall in the Garden of Eden. Third was Cain and Abel. Number four, the flood. Fifth was Tower of Babel. Sixth was unification of Upper and Lower Egypt by Pharaoh Medes. Seventh, the old kingdom in Egypt. Now we'll start to learn some dates. These all happened before the time of Christ in the years BC. Eight was first intermediate period. 2200 to 2059. Call of Abram. 2091. 10 months of Abraham in 2082. 11th Hagar and Ishmael. 12 was Sodom and Gomorrah. 2080 BC. Next came number 13, the sacrifice of Isaac. In the year 2066, 14 the Middle Kingdom. 1800, 13 Joseph as a slave in 1898. 16 been in Egypt, 1878 to 1871. Then came number 17, the 12 tribes of Israel. God had done the 70 Jacob, these 12 sons. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, brother Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. These are the names of Jacob's sons, the 12 tribes of Israel, from 2060 BC. Number 18, second intermediate period in Egypt. 1800 to 1570. Number came a list of Hokol and Hammurabi. 1792 to 1750. Number 20, Hyksos, invasion of Egypt. From 1730 to 1570. 21, early New Kingdom. From 1570 to 1300. Number 22, Moses' birth in 1325. Then 79 years later, 23 plagues in Egypt. In 1446, 24 came the Exodus. In 1445, the 10 Commandments. 96 on the fourth in monotheism. Worship only one God. 1361 to 1344. Next in Numbers 37, reign of Tutankhamun. 1333 to 1323. Now we'll learn about 28. Later in the kingdom in Egypt. 1300 to 1090. Then Jesus invaded the kingdom. David ruled out 40 years. 1011 to 971. Number 30, Solomon's reign. Builder of the temple.
Hello everybody, this is third grade. Our first song is the Ancient Greece Rap. Our second is an Ancient Greece song. And then our third is a grammar song about prepositional phrases.
My name is Homer. I'm an old-time poet. I'm one of the ancient Greeks. Don't you know it? I'm the boy who told about Troy, how the Greeks got annoyed and Troy got destroyed. Now one of these Greeks, he had a plan. The king of Ithaca was the man. He went by Odysseus. Don't diss, don't diss, don't diss Odysseus. Odysseus, Odysseus. The king was a man who thought of the plan of the gift of the horse with the inside force. That would end the war and make the Greek spirit soar. Yeah, that's the way it happened. That's the way it was. For epic poems, turn to homes, 'cause that's what Homer does. 'Cause that's what Homer does. Yeah, that's the way it happened. That's the way it was. Just feel the blast from the ancient past, 'cause that's what Homer does. Peace. Alphabetic gamma delta epsilon zeta eta theta iota kappa lambda mu nu psi omicron pi rho sigma tau epsilon phi chi psi omega. Let me hear you say go Greek. Let me hear you say go Greek. Let me hear you say go Greek. Yeah. I've been looking prepositions till I can look no more. They'll connect to the objects, to the rest of the sentence before. When I put them all together, it's prep and it's noun or pro. I get a prepositional phrase that could cause my mind to blow.
I don't know who put the program together, but I don't want to follow that. I'm telling you for darn sure. They've asked me to come up and just share a few things about what's going on each one of the classes, and then I may have Barbara Hanson, who is our Dean of Faculty, who helped put all this together, come up and explain a little bit. But pre-K and K kindergarten that really is the foundation for what we do here, and it's where everything starts. And we've just had a true blessing to have Heidi Muckertson be our kindergarten teacher. And this is Heidi's last day this semester because she's going to have a baby. So we're very excited about that. And so she'll be back with us hopefully before the second semester is over and continue to do the great job she does. First grade is about ready to start a shark unit, as I understand, sharks. And so the students are excited because it's something they decided to study together, and they're actually going to go to the Seattle Aquarium. And that's probably something that the head of school needs to chaperone because, it's like, I just want to make sure all of our children are safe at the But what a great opportunity that'll be. Second grade is focus, obviously, if you caught it, ancient Egypt. And they study the Bible events as it fits into history. And they have an ancient Egypt day, which is loads of fun. Third grade's history focus is ancient Greece, and recently they had a Greek festival. Some of you may have had a chance to be at that. I was an official taste tester of the food there, which is an important part of that. But they also performed that sound off. By the way, if my eyes didn't deceive me, we have some of our older students were reciting some of the things that those kids are reciting. Is that right? Yeah, good. It never leaves you, okay? It never leaves you. Fourth grade is interesting science topics, and Mr. Beaver, who will be up next, has really worked and honed and perfected that. One of the things they study in science is astronomy. And for those of you that don't know, the idea of the classical education, there's seven liberal arts, that grammar, logic, and rhetoric are the language arts. And then the mathematical arts are arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. And those seven are called the seven liberal arts. Now, if you think about it, the progression in the mathematical arts, arithmetic is numbers, okay? Geometry is numbers in space. Music is numbers in time. And astronomy is numbers in space and time. That's how we're going to be teaching your grandkids. That's the wonder of it. Fifth grade is studying chemistry at this time. Ms. Werner has many interesting discussions with her class. And I've asked her to go on to the top floor when she conducts her experiments in case we have no, I'm just kidding. I haven't asked her to do that. But that's where you want to do your science experiments because, anyway. Sixth grade focuses on modern history. And I had the pleasure for 3 days to teach the sixth graders, as we had a little bit of a hiccup when we started. And they'd be studying topics as the Alamo, the Gold Rush, Civil War, and World Wars. And they said, Mr. Greco, can you tell us from your experience in some of those what it was like? So, the sixth graders had to do laps that day. Anyway. So that's just a little of the things that we're going through. And again, we're constantly working at trying to refine and improve our curriculum. And one of the things we'll be doing as we go through the accreditation process is actually that. And it's been a pleasure of mine at the school I was at in Kansas City. We were the first classical and Christian school that was also a collaborative school. That's 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on campus, and then Tuesday, Thursday at home with parents. We were the first school to be accredited, and I've had a chance to be on an accreditation team at 7 other schools. So we're really looking forward to that accreditation time. So anyway, are you done talking, Greco? Because I want to see my grandkids. So the fourth graders are just here, and we'll let them come up and we'll hear from them. So.
They tell you that we're not late. We're like 15 minutes early. We're on schedule. So thanks for waiting for us to stop right in the middle of one of the best chapters of Voyage to the Non-Treader. And I would tell you what happened, but there are third graders in here and I don't want to ruin it for next year. And we stopped in a really excellent spot. They're like, but we have to read. I'm like, no, there's a whole room full of people waiting for us. This is the fourth grade. I'm Mr. Beaver. We do a lot of incredible things in fourth grade, I think. We're going to change a little bit. We've got a program, we changed it a little bit. Sorry, marketing people. We're going to do some maps. We learn all the countries of the world, except for like little bitty islands and stuff. And we're going to do a part of our history song. And what else are we going to do? Oh, St. Jerome. I think you're going to like it. Oh, and we're going to start with the most important thing, the Bible verse. All right, Philippians 2, 1 through 2.
Philippians 2, 1 through 2. Therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any commerce from his love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Philippians 2, 1 through 2. The Middle East as Israel, Iran, Iraq, Bahrain, and Yemen, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Island of Cyprus, Jordan and Lebanon, Turkey and Syria too. Yahoo! 15 countries of Southwest Asia, Muslims, Christians, and Jews. Portugal, Spain, Andorra, Italy, Vatican City, San Marino and Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Serbia and Montenegro, Albania, Macedonia, Greece, Bulgaria, Turkey, Malta, countries of Southern Europe, and Kosovo.
Yeah. These songs are old and the world changes. Alright. Ready? History song without the music. Can you do it?
No, I don't. Can we start with
You can start. Sure.
Middle Ages, Renaissance, and then the Reformation. Number 1, St. Augustine converts to Christianity. 386 to barbarian invasion and Vikings. Around 400 to the year 1000. Number 3 and 405. St. Jerome completes the Vulgate. Number 4 and 451. The Council of Chalcedon. Number 5. St. Benedict of monasticism. Around 540. Then 6 Justin and Great. 527 to 565. And St. Mohammed and Islam. 570 to 632. Number 8, Charles Martel, Pepin the Short, and Charlemagne. 714 to 814. Number 9, Alfred the Great. 871 to 901. 10 out of the First of the Holy Roman Empire. 962 to 973. 11 the East-West Schism. 10, 54. Around 1000 to 1400 came number 12, the feudal system. 13, William the Conqueror in the Battle of Hastings. 1066, number 14, cathedrals in Europe beginning around 1100. Number 15, the Crusades. 1095 to around 1250. Then number 16, the Knights of Sicily. 1182 to 1224. Number 17, the Magna Carta and property rights in 1215. Then number 18, the Thomas of Aquinas, 1225 to 1274. Marco Polo, 1234 to 1324. No.
That's only half of it. Alright. Do this well, you guys know.
Saint Jerome, the Latin Vulgate. Saint Jerome, the Latin Vulgate. Saint Jerome was get it all done. Along the way, it wasn't all fun. Opposition arose to the text he used. Some Christians thought him too nice to the Jews. Saint Jerome, the Latin Vulgate. Saint Jerome, the Latin Vulgate. Brave Saint Jerome put up a fierce fight, for he continued to do what was right. He made his Bible as accurate as could be, so God could speak to you and me. Saint Jerome will be remembered as great because of his Latin Vulgate. Saint Jerome, the Latin Vulgate. Saint Jerome, the Latin Vulgate, the Word.
Now I'll go, Jane. Jane.
Fifth grade is where grammar school starts to feel more like logic school. In class, we combine repetition and facts with big picture themes and understanding why and how things work.
We want to share with you how we do this in science. In a moment, we'll sing you a song that helps us remember why we experience matter in the world the way we do.
Our universe is made up of stuff, or matter, and we've found ourselves asking questions like, what is the earth made of? What are plants made of? What is our hair made of? What are we made of?
The organs in our bodies are made up of cells, which are made of proteins, which are made of compounds, which are formed when atoms bond together.
Atoms bond in a few different ways. We've spent time learning about how halogen elements combine very easily or aggressively with alkali elements because their outer shells, which are negatively charged, want to be full and stable.
And isn't that also a part of living life as a human? Making connections so we can strive and be full and stable?
And now, the fifth grade class presents the elements of the periodic table. There's hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air with oxygen so you can breathe, and chlorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the sign, sodium for salty times, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, and sulfur, chlorine, and argon, potassium, and calcium so you'll grow strong.
Good afternoon, wonderful grandparents, and any special friends that we have here. I am Mr. Ho. I am the 6th grade teacher. I have the wonderful privilege of teaching these wonderful 9 students I have back up here. And 6th grade is this kind of transition as we transition from grammar school to logic school. And recently, we have just finished The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, and they had the chance to illustrate a quote that they really enjoyed, and I want to give them the opportunity to present to you guys what their quote is up here to y'all. I don't know, it was way bigger and further than I thought it was. You won't be able to see the picture, but when you get to the classroom, if you're visiting your grandchild, you will hopefully get to see their picture that they drew up here. All right, I'm gonna ask that you come up here, Gay Flannery, and speak into the mic.
Hello, my name is Flannery, and the quote I chose was, "Then he laid him down on the ground under it, disposing himself on his back, with his hands clasped on his breast and holding his poor wilted flower." In this scene, he just got punished by his aunt, and so he went to the house of a girl, and he lays down there to die, hoping that she'll see him. But instead, he just gets dirty dishwater dumped on him.
Hello, my name is Abby, and the quote I chose was, "The names of the first 2 disciples were David and Goliath. Let us draw the curtain of charity over the rest of the scene." So basically, Tom Sawyer supposedly memorized a bunch of verses, but he didn't know the answers to any of the questions, so he got very embarrassed.
Sorry. Hi. Wait. I can't reach it.
I'll help you. Come closer, yeah.
Hi, my name is Viola, and the quote I chose for Tom Sawyer was, "You, Tom, what's the matter with you?" "Oh, Auntie, what's the matter with you, child?" "Oh, Auntie, my sore toe's mortified." So Tom pretends to die so he won't have to go to school. But it's really only because he stubbed his toe.
Hello, my name is Delaney, and the quote I chose was, "He flew for refuge at last to the bosom of Huckleberry Finn, and was received with a scriptural quotation. His heart broke, and he crept home." This scene happened when Tom was sick with a fever during a revival. When he finally recovered, when he came out, everybody was very religious, and he didn't like it. The picture I drew was, this is Tom, and this is Huck, and they're meeting.
My quote from Tom Sawyer is, "The bats chased the children a good distance, but the fugitives plunged into every new passage that allowed." In this scene, Tom and Becky were running from bats in a cave because they got lost.
Hello, my name is Nehemiah, and the quote I chose was, "Yes, leave it. Injun Joe's ghost is round here certain." It is when Injun Joe, or Huck and Tom, are looking for the gold in the cave, and Huck thinks that Injun Joe's ghost is still here and he wants to leave the gold.
Good evening, great-grandparents. My name is Coco, and the quote that I chose from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is, "Looky here, Huck, what fools we're making of ourselves. Injun Joe's ghost ain't a-going to come around where there's a cross." And my picture is Tom and Huck back at the cave to get the gold, but Huck is too scared to go in the cave because of Injun Joe's ghost. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rowan, and my quote is, "Got at last," said Huck, plowing among the tarnished coins with his hands. "My, but we're rich, Tom." This is my picture of when Tom and Huck found the money in a cave.
Can I just hold this? Okay, a second. It's too low. Okay. I'm Nora. My quote is, Tom poured the coins upon the table and said, "Half is Huck's and half is mine." This is my picture of Tom pouring the coins on the table. And he's saying, "We're rich," and he's saying, he's right, $12,000.
Really quick, when we're reading through it, you have not read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. It's a story of them going through adolescence. And as we were reading it, these kids were giggling all the whole time. At moments they loved Tom Sawyer, at moments they did not like him, especially when he was trying to woo other girls. Thank you, guys.
It's interesting to see the showcase of starting at kindergarten and how they progress, and then this last group, they're actually entering into the logic stage where they want to bring you along and say, okay, here's why, and that's part of it. So I would just like for you to give a hand to all these teachers that prepared all these things. It was and all the kids. Yeah, wonderful. And we are actually ahead of schedule, but we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Barbara Hanson, who is our faculty director, is going to give you some kind of logistics and some explanation on what's next.